friends. He joins us every day on C2C. Thank God for that. And Gabe, I got to tell you, if they offer this guy now, all these deals in the NBA are very similar. They're 5-year deals, and I think that if they truly want him, Danny Hurley, that Jeannie Buss and Rob Pelinka have to, frankly, offer him 10 years and a boatload of money and total control of the Lakers to build what, frankly, Riley and Phil Jackson did there. And they've already said they're making him a long-term massive offer. And I believe that. And I also believe that he's wanted to do this in his life. He's wanted to go to the NBA. And he's conquered all at UConn, winning back-to-back. Now, some people say, oh, he's going to go for a third chip. And that would be, Wood territory, Krzyzewski, Patino. They all have multiples. But what does he really have to prove in Storrs, Connecticut? If someone offers you the world to run the Los Angeles Lakers, you're going to turn that down? I don't think so. And let me tell you something else. He's a coach. This guy's a great coach. And J.J. Redick is a mouth and a player. That's what he is. He's never coached a day in his life. Not even a little kid, like little girls basketball league. He's never coached anything in his life.
There's a saying, Scott, just because you want something doesn't mean it's going to happen. And I don't disbelieve that the Los Angeles Lakers would like Hurley to be their coach. But if you're Hurley, and why would you take this job? It's not a good job. Frank Vogel won a championship and they threw him under the bus. Darwin Ham was brought in after and he's thrown under the bus. LeBron is the coach of this team. And as far as Hurley is concerned, so you come in, you just said it. So you're going to take, let's say, a 5-year offer. All right, let's say they offer him a 5-year deal, 7-year deal, and, $15 million a year, something stupid, whatever it is. Make him the highest paid coach in the league. For what? So what? LeBron is going to be there for another year or two? Like what? So what are you getting? And then after you got to rebuild with the Los Angeles Lakers? How is this some sort of like dream gig? Doesn't matter who you are. They'll throw you under the bus fast. Like, it doesn't make sense from a basketball standpoint for Hurley. It really doesn't. And if Hurley comes, he's not winning a championship. John Wooden could freaking, coach this team. Who cares? LeBron James and AD run everything. They're old. They don't shoot threes. They're like the anti-modern NBA team. And they don't have a lot of salary room. They don't have any young stars. And another thing is, too, I look at Hurley. The guy's he's a great coach, Scott. He's also a flat-out bully, bro. Right? That doesn't work in the NBA. He's never coached in the NBA. He doesn't have any NBA credibility. What did you do? So what? All right, your father's a big legend, and you yell at kids in college. Good for you. Did it work for Nick Saban? No. Did it work for Urban Meyer? No. So I'm not even Danny Hurley. Really? And what? So Hurley just convinced all these kids to come, and now he's going to put a knife in everyone's back as they're going for a three-peat here? It's my take, Scott. I say that Danny Hurley will not be the coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a hot topic. The Lakers throw this stuff out there all the time, too, right? And who the hell is even running that team? Is it Kurt Rambis? Is it Kurt Rambis, pretty much?
I don't think Kurt Rambis is running anything.
He's not even on the payroll, Scott. Yes, he is, bro.
This is the biggest. But he's not running. He's not running the team. He's not running the team.
Boss, he's the number one consultant, Scott, of the LA Lakers. Not on the payroll. He's the number one consultant with Jeannie Buss. She leans on dude. Anyone who follows the Lakers knows Kurt Rambis has the effing ear of the office, Scott. It's not a secret. Now, there's a million. Rob Pelinka gets blamed for things. Pelinka is just there. He doesn't control anything, right? He's like the fall guy all the time. But, and Jeannie Buss, let's be real. I mean, dude, the Lakers in name, Scott, yeah, it's a great job. It's the brand name. And a lot of people would love to have the job. But if you're Danny Hurley, why would you want it? You look at Harbaugh, bro.
It's the best job in the NBA. It's the biggest job in the NBA, and it's in Los Angeles.
It's not the best job
Southern
in the
California.
NBA. It's a big job.
You and I both lived there, and you loved it. You still go back and hang out at Lemmy's bar. Like, who doesn't love Southern California?
That. No, I'll take the job.
If someone offered you $20 million a year to do your show in Los Angeles, you would move there so fast your head would spin.
Yeah, but Danny Hurley's already making a ton of money, and now he's going to get more money.
He's not making that kind of money.
He's not making that kind of money. He'll get more money from them now. I don't think it'll be him.
He's already making more than the governor in Connecticut.
It's a bad job, Scott.
It's not a bad job. It's a great job.
I would understand if, like, they said, all right, listen, Hurley, we want you to coach the Oklahoma City Thunder. It'd be like, all right, you're telling me I got 5 under 25-year-old stars here? Like, Harbaugh's got a 5-year deal, bro. He's got Justin Herbert in his prime. Hurley's going to give everything up to go, and LeBron talks about retiring every 2 weeks after? And now I got to deal with Bronny James?
Well, he is going to leave in a year, and that'll be that. This is about if they give him long-term to bring in the players that he wants, to develop a program that he wants at the NBA level, there is no better job than the Los Angeles Lakers. He's the biggest name in coaching, bar none. And if Mazzulla can coach the Celtics when he was, the water boy, then don't tell me Dan Hurley can't coach the Lakers. And I'll agree with you about this. It's LeBron and AD's team. Well, pick your poison.
So let me ask you, though, Scott.
Pick your poison.
Let me ask you.
Neither one of them listen to the coach, but they don't tell Ham or Vogel or anybody what to do or tell them how to do it or think that they're running the team. They just don't listen to them. And I think
let me ask you, Scott.
I think Hurley would know he'd have to put up with that for about 1 year, and then if Davis didn't want to deal with it after that, they'll get rid of him.
And then start all over and be on a bottom feeder in a tough Western Conference. Let me ask you something.
Well, the Lakers aren't going to disintegrate. The Lakers aren't going away because of LeBron and Davis or anyone else. 20 years from now, the Lakers will still be the biggest franchise in the NBA. And if I'm wrong, why do they set up shop there? ESPN and everyone else. The Lakers are on TV more than any team in the world, and they're not even good.
They don't win. Well,
like I said. But they're still the Lakers.
Yeah, and there's also the Dallas Cowboys. There's still the Montreal Canadiens. And I'm not just, it's a sexy job. It's all that. I get that.
Well, but the Dallas Cowboys are always on national television. The Montreal Canadiens aren't. No one cares about them.
The Kansas City Chiefs win Super Bowls all the time. So
that's all that
who
matters,
cares about being on TV all the time?
They still show the Cowboys more.
So what, Scott? You really think Danny Hurley's goal in life is to be on ESPN and be on TV and be in Hollywood?
No,
the guy's a winner. He wants to win. So let me ask you something.
Well, he's already done all that. Why not at the next level? Why not the next level?
If Danny Hurley takes over this job next year, what happens to the Lakers next year? The same damn thing. They make the playoffs, and then they lose, and then they get bounced out. They're not as good as everybody else. They need to retool the entire roster. They've hit a wall with what they're at right now.
I would agree with that.
It just is.
But with him.
Yeah, but with Frank Vogel, they won a championship a couple of years ago. There would be the same team with Ham as they will be with Hurley, bro.
Frank Vogel, just so we're clear, is like having an ugly wife.
Well, he won an NBA championship, didn't he?
He did. He got a ring, and he still don't matter.
He
got a ring because of LeBron James.
To you, he doesn't.
And Kawhi Leonard is why Toronto got a ring. And the Lakers got Frank Vogel a ring because of LeBron James. Let's be clear.
So what's the deal? So whoever coaches the Lakers, you don't get credit if you win, but it's your fault if you lose?
Well, it's been that way for a long time, hasn't it?
Well, that's
their problem.
Reality, but
that's their problem. But they didn't have that problem when Riley and Jackson were there.
Well, you're talking about Pat Riley.
That's what they're looking for. They're looking for the next Riley and Jackson, and they think by going after.
They don't know what they're looking for.
First of all,
they do.
Well, apparently they do know what they're looking for, in the sense that they just went, and all day today we have heard that they are making him a gigantic offer, and he admitted to his players today that they've made him a gigantic offer, and he has to figure out what he wants to do. Now, I won't dispute you that he would possibly stay in stores. I think that's certainly an alternative. That's the easy alternative. He's got that job locked down for life. But the real challenge, and you got to understand, like, I know his dad, I know his brother, I know him. And he is, trust me, I've been friends with him. He's crazy. He is crazy. And he wants challenges that no one thinks that he can do. Back to back. They didn't think we could do it. We did that. And he knows he's got an empire. Now it's like, oh, you don't think I can fix the Lakers? He's crazy like his dad was. His dad's practices in high school at St. Anthony's were the hardest practices in the history of basketball at any level.
So you think that's going to work in the NBA? Like, that's going to work?
I think that's what the Lakers need. I think that's what they need.
So what? LeBron James and AD need to be yelled at? Austin Reeves needs to be yelled at?
That's what they need to do is get rid of them. That's what they need to do is get rid of him. Because all the talk about Austin Reeves being some kind of baller, he's a white dude that made a bunch of threes and everyone got all excited.
Okay, but if you say he sucks, then why would Hurley want that job?
And all the rest. What's that?
Then why would Hurley want that then? They just signed Austin Reeves to a long-term deal.
They're going to give Hurley all the power to revamp the entire thing over a long period. That's what their goal is. That's what their aim is. I won't dispute that it sounds crazy, but that's exactly what they're doing, to develop a program in the sense of what he did at UConn at the NBA level. It can be done. It can be done.
It's never been done.
Teams, like they build teams to win championships and to win titles and to have dynasties.